Check, check, 1 2 1 2. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and this, my friends, is Train Sim World 6. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time since I've streamed Train Sim World or any Train Sim. So we're back in New York / New Jersey. What's up, Tofu69? Welcome to the stream, man. Farrah Mara, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Alec Mortensen, good to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great week so far and ready to do some train stuff. Yeah. We will be driving with the NJT Transit, New Jersey Transit, out of Summit Station here in just a little bit. It's getting the last few things going. Nice roll by. What's up, R62A fan? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, how about without further ado, we get started? Yeah. Let's make sure. Why does it keep doing that? There it is. What's up, guys? What is up? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. We're here in Train Sim World 6. And we're rocking on the, what's this route called? Morristown. This is the Morristown route. We're at Summit Station right now, just kind of hanging out at the moment. We'll be hopping on a train again in just a moment. But, yeah, man, I'm excited to get going. It's winter ops. It is cold. Very cold. Let me fix this here. And we're actually doing something really cool and different and new, sorta. And that is we're doing real world weather in Train Sim World. Let me go ahead and promote that. There is a app called the TSW Route Annotation application. Some of you guys who are part of the Train Sim community may know about it. I'm not sure if you guys are using it. I'm not sure how many people are using it or how many people actually know about it. But it's called TSW Route Annotations, and basically it does a bunch of stuff. But importantly, what it does is it allows you to run Train Sim World with live weather, not dynamic weather, not custom, fixed weather, but actual live weather. The weather will actually change based on your real world location. No, not dynamic weather. It is not dynamic in any way. It's real. So it's not like to the minute correct. I think you might be like an hour or two behind, but it's better than dynamic. Dynamic is just random. It's like, oh, should it rain? 50-50, boom, it rains. Should it snow? 50-50, oh, it's snowing. You know what I mean? But with this system, live weather, that means that if it is snowing, if it is raining, where we are, where our location is, where our train is, it will actually snow. If it's cloudy, it will be cloudy. If it is cold, it will be cold. If there's, you know what I'm saying? So that is the whole idea of live weather, and it's a request, a feature I've always wanted in Train Sim World for the longest, and we haven't gotten it. And finally, a third-party developer decided to take it upon themselves to import it into their own application. Now, this app does a lot of other stuff. It actually shows you annotations on the screen, which you guys can't see in the stream. I couldn't figure out how to get it on the stream, but it does actually show on the bottom of my screen right now, like my location. It shows me some weather information. So as I drive down the route, it'll actually tell me, hey, what station this is, what bridge this is, what tunnel this is. That's a lot of cool stuff. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. We need to get driving. But yeah, the name of it is called TSW Route Annotations. It is completely free, and I cannot recommend it enough. It has changed. It has truly been a game changer for me. I almost always drive with real world live weather on any route that I run on Train Sim World now, because I don't know, I'm tired of driving in fake weather. Like in Flight Sim, I always fly in live weather. I never choose, oh, partly cloudy. I never choose clear skies. I never choose, oh, show me just random. Like, no, like when I do Flight Sim, I fly in real world weather because I want to deal with the real world conditions that real pilots are dealing with today. And that's what I'm doing now, is we're dealing with real world conditions that real train drivers, engineers are dealing with today. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get going, guys. Let's get going. Turn the music down. And welcome. Hope you guys are again having a great week so far. I'm excited to drive. Excited to drive along the Morristown line with you guys today. We'll see how the first route goes, or first run goes. But we may do another drive afterwards. All right, so where are we? Yeah, so we're on service 6318 Summit, New York to Penn Station. The 7:47 a.m. currently, and we're in the ALP 45 DP by NJT. So let's get started. Sweet. All right, so another cool thing I'm doing today. It's been so long since I've streamed. Like, a lot of things have changed in the way that I do train sim. So I also have this TSC controller now. Let's get that train set up. So we'll go get our master or reverser handle in and put that into forward. I actually can do that with this as well, which we'll put that into forward like so. Let's go ahead, love all the sounds. Get the headlights on. I keep forgetting I can do that with my controller. So let's go bright there. Right now we're waiting for that arrow to get out of the Summit station so we can roll in. And we'll also get the ditch lights to auto. And that is it for now. Let's make sure our brakes are cut in, which they are. And I'll take my independent brake handle. We'll put this handle, my automatic brake here, into off. And I should have my master controller to 0. So master control's on the left. This is my throttle. Center is my red brake, my locomotive. Is it locomotive brake? No, automatic brake. And then on the right is my independent brake, or my train brake. All right, so we have a yellow signal up ahead. We can go ahead and approach the station. Let's try to be on time today. So I think everything's good. Reversers forward. We'll pull our brakes back. Matter of fact, we're gonna put a little bit of power in first. Forward power, and then slowly bring back that independent brake. The usual hill start. We are on a 1% gradient. It is also snowy and wet and icy and cold, and that's going to be a challenge as far as kind of getting going and getting stopped, as the rails will probably be really cold and icy. I'll update you guys on what the actual real weather is in game as we go, because the route annotations app that I use does give me updates on what the current weather is at each kind of waypoint throughout the drive. Benjamin Henderson, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. JSD7106, happy Friday to you as well. D Motley is in the house. I see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Let's slow down. There we go. Matt Farrick, welcome to the stream. You got the live weather app? Yes, sir. You've been using it for about 3 months now, and it's awesome. 100% agree, man. I can't drive without it now. I really can't. I am very blessed that I get early access to a lot of routes in Train Sim World because I'm an ambassador. And unfortunately, usually we don't get updates for that app until it's public. But the live weather still tends to work because it's based off GPS location. And I guess even on the new routes, even if he hasn't tuned it to have all the annotations, you still can get the live weather on pre-release routes. All right, so we do have to stop here at Summit Point? No, Summit Track 2. So we'll put our throttle back to 0 there, and we'll start braking here as we get to the end of the platform. What's up, Aiden? Welcome to the stream, man. What's good with you, bro? What's good? Our folk, welcome to the stream as well. And it is very important that we do not run a single red light today. I'm gonna explain why in just a few seconds, assuming we don't slide through. Man, this thing is it does not want to stop. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, we made it. So, all right, doors open. So the reason why I'm pretty strict with our, did it change? Yeah, with our red signals is because the rule that I have kind of set myself to in every Train Sim World live stream that I have been doing is if I run a red light or derail, that ends the scenario, obviously, but it also ends the stream. So permadeath is basically what we're going with, guys. So if you want a nice long stream, then wish me luck on not blowing through any red signals. But if you want the stream to end early, then you can wish my demise. Basically. Alright, we are stopped at Summit. Next stop is Maplewood, track 1. We'll again do a hill start. We're not on a hill, but we are icy. So I'm gonna add a few notches of throttle, bring our brakes back slowly and release. I know you wouldn't normally honk the horn at a station, but it's just too fun not to. All right, we'll roll it out. Let's get a drive-by. And a honk. Wrong button. Alright, back in the pit. Alright, so we can do 45 as of right now. Lights are on, everything is good. There's no cruise control in this train or anything like that, so everything's completely manual. 4 miles to our next stop. Have I tried SimRail? Yes, I have. I actually don't have it installed right now. I've not been playing it. Like, I haven't probably played SimRail in 6 months to a year. Yeah, I do like it. I do like it, but I don't know. I think the main thing I don't like about SimRail is the controls. I absolutely hate the controls. I feel like they're overcomplicated. Alright, let's pull up power back. The controls on SimRail is so confusing. It's so hard for me to wrap my head around. I wish that they would have just copied Train Sim World. I mean, like, there's no shame. Like, if the community is used to using these particular buttons, then why make us relearn how to drive a train or the buttons just because you have a new game? I don't know. It just makes sense to use the one that Train Sim World uses. So I don't like the buttons for one. I think it's overcomplicated. I like the Pentolino train in Sim World. That's really all I drive. I don't like any other train, honestly. Sorry. In SimRail, I only like the Pendolino. Now the freight train is interesting. I don't know, it's confusing and everything is Polish. It's kind of hard to understand. Like, if I don't understand something, I don't know where to go to get answers because all the tutorials are from Polish people. All the manual is Polish. I mean, it might be different now, but it's quite a learning curve for sure. For sure. So, but yeah, I do like it. I think I'm more waiting for a major update that pulls me back in. I heard that they're working on an AC 4400 like years ago, which is a really amazing freight locomotive. But I don't know. It's a little been years. That project might be completely dead. I don't know. I don't know. Faramero says, I appreciate you not doing live time because it would be dark. Yes. Yeah, what I typically do in Train Sim World is I'll look at the actual live time that I'm playing. So right now it's locally in the sim, it would be 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. And so what I would normally do is I would pick a service closest to the real time, and then I would also run real weather. But sometimes it doesn't make sense because maybe I only have time to play at night and I don't want to do a night run. Thank you so much for the subscription, my friend Kapasi. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, we're not stopping here, thank God, because I am not ready. Short hills. So we're passing now. Again, the route annotation app that I have on my screen actually tells me, you know, it's -6 degrees Celsius right now. It is that is short hills, and it tells me the time and all that fun stuff. So again, I love it. I'm probably gonna be bragging about it all stream. I'm not associated with them. I don't know them. It's just an app that I found that I absolutely love using. So thought I'd share. I think you guys would like it too. But yeah, I don't. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to do live time. Like, if I'm in the mood to do a night run, then I'll just do real time, or I'll do a night run. But usually I'll just run like this. Right now we're doing a morning service, so right now it's like 7:55 a.m. in game. So it's just kind of dark because it's cloudy. It's overcast right now. I need to go look at the real world weather in New York to see, like, is this accurate? Let me go take a look. Let's go look. What's the weather right now in Maplewood? And the temperature and all that, to see how accurate this is. So we're just south of New York City, right? Yeah, I think that's where we are. Is it south, or are we west of it? So New York is showing minus, so it's like -4 in Manhattan right now. So it's pretty accurate. As far as the like weather though, there's no precipitation in the area. Oh crap, we supposed to stop here? No, we're not stopping here. Oh, I probably should pay a little more attention. That's Milburn, by the way, that we're passing. We do have to stop in 8,000 feet, so probably at the next station, wherever that may be. I'm also going to try to be on time if I can. We'll see. A lot of things I'm trying to do. Let's see. Weather, radar. No, satellite. Yeah, so... yeah, I think it's accurate. It seems to be accurate. Is that an arrow on our left? Or is that another AOP? It's an AOP, yeah. Now we can go a little faster. We got 6,000 feet. We don't need to be creeping. Creeping and crawling. Shout out to Windsorton, the live weather mod creator. Is that his name? Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. This is what I was looking forward to when Dovetail announced that they were finally gonna have like an API. I know a lot of you guys don't really know what an API means, but it just basically means that it makes it easier for third parties to link into and out of Train Sim World. This makes a lot of mods possible, and I'm very, very thankful they finally released it. It took them freaking forever to make that. I don't know why, but... alright, so braking, this is pretty tricky. The brakes are lapped. I still don't know how to explain that, but it's not just, I don't know, it's like you go into hold, but you really need to go up to lap. That's gonna start applying brakes. It should, right? Yeah. Oh, there's a service. Yeah, the service. Then back to lap. That's basically gonna lock the brake pressure that we applied. I want to add more. I gotta add more service, and I'm already braking too much. Oh, yeah, I should release it. I'm already braking too much, so it adds more power. So it's this is one reason I don't drive this particular train that often, because understanding the whole lap brake system just really tangles my mind a lot. Like, I kind of understand it, but it takes some practice to get used to how it works. Alright, so we'll do that. Alright, this is our stop. Bell on. So we'll go service. We'll try to apply like 10 pounds. Back to lap. And let it stop on its own. That works. That's good enough. Short, but that's good enough. You were just watching one of my videos from last year, and it was a train video. Oh, nice. Thank you, Dundra Tim. I appreciate that. Blue is playing Train Sim World Hardcore mode today. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, man. All right, doors are shut. That's what I want, man. Like, I want things to kind of make Train Sim World a bit more hardcore. I feel like I'm doing live weather today. I'm running freaking lap brakes, which is like one of the hardest brake systems to understand. You know, I have my my signals kind of darked out, so I don't actually know what signals are coming. I have to actually see them visually. All right, doors shut, brakes are off. We should be applying power now. Yep, we're rolling. Bell on, and we're gonna drive by again. Next stop is not far out, so we don't want to get too distracted here. He did a great job. Almost every time I load up in the game, the mod has an update. He really stays upon it. Yeah, he does. It does. Yeah. So seriously, shout out to him, man. I'm so thankful to have him in the community, because this mod just keeps getting better. And honestly, it does so much more than what I actually use it for. I mainly only use it for live weather and the route annotations, which is, the route annotations are cool. It's not my favorite feature. The live weather is the main thing that I like. But yeah, and basically the way, for those who don't know, the way it works is you choose, but when you choose a service, instead of choosing dynamic weather, you choose custom weather. and just leave it at clear, whatever, right? And then when you get into the sim, the app will actually, you know, detect the GPS location that you're at, and then it'll actually give you the correct weather condition that you are in. So I'm not sure if anybody in chat is actually in New York right now and can either confirm or deny that there is snow on the ground. I don't know. That's one thing I was kind of wondering. I don't know if it's actually snow on the ground right now, if that's accurate. We haven't gotten snow, or at least I don't think we've gotten snow for like a few days now. So I feel like the snow probably has melted away. I'm not complaining because I love driving in the snow and I love snow ops, or winter snow ops. But yeah. All right, so applying some of the kind of master controller brake to kind of start getting us slowing down. We're not going to completely stop like that. I gotta find my best braking position. We are actually on time. We gotta be there at 8:04. It's 8:02, and we're right 2,000 feet away. I can see the platform ahead of us. What's up, Jabari? Welcome to the stream, man. All right, let's start. Probably gonna apply brakes fairly late here. Yeah, man. It's actually working out pretty good. I think I might have found a better braking method that works for me here. Alright, better roll in to the end. Yeah, but chat, what have you guys been driving lately? What have you been playing? What routes have you guys been playing lately? Alright, we'll bring it to a stop. I'm actually gonna use the indie brake here, since we're going so slow already. You usually can use an independent brake underneath 15 miles an hour. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Nice. Good stop. Those independent brakes do not want to stop. We were just sliding. Alright guys, this is South Orange that we're at now. Alright, bell off, doors open. Let me, I want to fix my camera here. I want to get this one in the front. I call it my GoPro camera. Alright, wait till 8:05 for departure, which is about 60 seconds from now. You have been playing Train Simulator Classic and Run 8. Wow. The Mali 19. Is this in America? Yes, it is. We are in technically New Jersey, but this route goes from New Jersey to New York, right? I think so. I believe it's half New Jersey, or mostly New Jersey, and a little bit of New York. So it goes under into Manhattan. You've been playing the MBTA. Oh, nice. Train Simulator 5, sweet. Sweet. Ethan Tuliafoa, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Thanks for stopping through. Black Dog says New Brunswick Station. Yes, sir. Alright. Oh, we got an arrow on our left passing by as we're going to be shutting our doors. He's rolling in. Now we're about to head out. Alright, let's go. Again, couple notches of throttle and then slowly bring back that independent brake, and we should be off just like that. Get the bell on. Next stop is Brick Church. Current temperature is -5 degrees right now. It is cold still. It is cold. Aiden says, I've got Trains Railroad Simulator 2022. You should try it someday. Is that whole thing a single name? Is it called Trains Railroad Simulator 2022? Is that the whole name? I've heard of Trains with a Z. I didn't know it had all that other extra stuff at the end of it. Is your real name Blue? No, my real name is not Blue. Random Channel, welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're doing well. All right, rolling off. We do have to be careful. We can't really add too much power at once because we will spin the wheels, which I think we might be doing right now. Alright, bail off. Yeah, it's TRS 22 for short. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about it. I know they had a previous update where it was brought to console, so I'm aware. I'm in the you know, I know some things that's happening in the train sim community outside of Train Sim World and Dovetail games. I don't know. I've seen some amazing things with trains. The main thing that has kept me away from really investing time in trains is if I want trains with a Z, if I want to play that, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money to get it where I want it. That is the truth. Alright, we are 2.1 away from our next stop, so we have a little bit of time to cruise, so we'll be alright. We're not in too bad. I'm gonna add more power so we can get some more power going. We can go up to 7 miles per hour as we roll through the station here. This is Mountain Station that we're passing through now. But yeah, it's expensive, and what I mean, maybe you could have the same argument with Train Sim World, because if you've never played Train Sim World before and you're getting into it like today, and you look at all the DLC, and you're like, holy crap, there's like hundreds of dollars of DLC in here, like thousands of dollars of DLC in here. Obviously, you don't have to buy all that DLC, not even to enjoy it. You could just buy the ones you want, buy the route you want, and play that. With Trains with a Z, I had somebody on Discord. Was it you? I don't think it was you, Aiden. Somebody was on Discord showing me like some screenshots and kind of showing me some gameplay and kind of walking me through, because I actually did download it, and I was looking into it. I wanted to check it out because I was considering making a video about it. And I found out that there's a lot of DLC that I would have to own. The Pantograph has dropped. Try raising the Pantograph again. I've got a failure here. Sorry. Bringing power back to 0. And Pantograph. Where's that? Where even is that button? Marker lights, gauge lights. We can use that. Second man, desk light, engineer light. Where's the Pantograph? And we're speeding. Oh, here it is. Pantograph normal. Pantograph up. Alright, it's fixed. Beautiful. That's one of the train faults you can get. So, if the Pantograph is not up, which is the thing that connects to that wire above us, that gives us power, if it's not connected, then we can't get any extra juice. The train won't shut off, because we still have power running through the generators, but we won't be able to create any new power, basically. We can't drive the train. Is this better than Derail Valley or Railroader? It's different. It doesn't really compete with those, to be honest with you, man. It really doesn't. Alright, we're stopping in 2,000 feet. I can see the station. We're doing 60. We're gonna need some brakes to make that happen. Let's go service. And add... Come on. There we go. Service. Or is it... We're stopping here or the next one? Yeah, this is it. We're stopping here. There's 2 stations back to back. I wasn't sure which one we were stopping at. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, this doesn't really compete with a Railroader or Derail Valley. It's a very different experience. Derail Valley and Railroader are more customer operations focused, and obviously freight focused. And I love that. I love both Derail Valley and Railroader for that exact reason. But Train Sim World doesn't do that at all. It's an open world in the sense, yeah, you could hop in a train and drive the entire route, but like it's very linear. There's nowhere else to go except for B. You go A to B, there's no A to C. There's no A to D. There's always just A to B. You can't just do kind of... there's no missions or jobs to pick up along the way in Train Sim World. It's just always basically, hey, you're the driver and you drive from here to there. And sometimes there's some special scenarios where you have to like meet rescue a downed train, things like that. But those are very specific to the scenarios. They're not dynamic. So it's very different. I personally don't even compare them because they don't compare. Now, I'll tell you this. I will be honest with you. I have spent probably more time in Railroader and Derail Valley than I have spent in Train Sim World for that exact reason. I love all the freight operations. I love having to shuffle and put together freight trains to deliver to deliver to customers at some of the locations. Like, I love that gameplay. Like, my Railroader save is ridiculous. I've unlocked the entire map. I have so many customers. I have more work than I can handle by myself. It takes me a long time to ever complete an entire day because there's so much going on at every yard. So I had a friend of mine who actually was doing multiplayer with me for a while on Railroader, and it was really fun doing it that way because I actually had some help. He could handle one thing, one yard, I would handle another yard, and it was pretty cool. All the Sims and gear cost way too much money. Yeah, that's true, D-Miley. Alright, brakes release. Let's get some power. The train. Oh, 2 train. We got a triple meetup. Oh, he's going backwards. That's interesting. I hate that camera stuff. It's so annoying. Trains plus gold is great. You can get a ton of DLC for one monthly or yearly price. What's up, Nicholas? Yes, this is the is this the ALP 45? I think so. I think it's ALP 45. Let me see. Yeah, 45 DP. That's what it is. 45 DP. You have platinum already, but have been eyeing plus as well, so I can experience what having all DSLs looks like. Yeah, like I said, back to trains. I know that if I want to play it and I want it to visually look the way that I want it to personally look for me to enjoy the game, I would have to probably get one of those subscriptions you guys are talking about, where I get like all the DLC for a monthly price or for a yearly price or whatever. And I just didn't want to pay for that. I didn't want to do that. So that's what kind of turned me off away from trains. But I've definitely seen some amazing screenshots that have been done. There's also a bit of a learning curve too, of learning how to kind of, you know, play the game versus the games I'm used to playing. It's quite a bit different. You got platinum, but upgraded to gold. Plus, you love it. Wish it was a little cheaper. How much is it? How much is it? Alright, this is East Orange. We're just passing through now. And the temperature is still -5 degrees Celsius. We have... Actually, we only have one more stop to go. So we have a go via, 2 go vias for some reason, not sure why. But we do not have to stop at the next marker in 3 miles. We do need to watch out for the signals. As you can see, looks like we are going to be merging, or converging, I should say. Yeah, we are. So we want to slow down to about 35. I do not have the safety systems turned on. They're kind of annoying in this train. Are we flipping it right here? No, not here. I use this line many times. You pass in Newark, New Jersey now. Am I? I might be. If you've driven it so many times, you definitely know better than I do. Alright, let's just slow down. Way down. Oh yeah, I remember this section. This is a slower section. I'll add some brakes in. We're gonna be over speeding here for a bit. I just hope we don't hit a red light. Alright, yeah, I think we'll be switching to the middle track, probably. Oh yeah, dude, this is a junction. This is a significant place. What is this? Yeah. There's something significant about that little junction right there. I can't remember what it was. The graphics in Trains Platinum are just as good as Gold, plus it's just DLC access and route building that gets the buff. I believe you should still be able to play on the great looking routes. Gotcha. Yeah, it's just the DLC I was looking. I don't know if they were included in this gold edition, but the DLCs that I was looking at were like locomotive DLCs that are like really high quality. There were, you know, some route DLCs that were also really high quality. Like they were like third party stuff, you know, like they weren't made officially by the company that makes trains, and they looked so good. Like they really did look really good. Gold Plus is $15 a month or $130 a year. Some people have been talking about Train Sim World switching to a subscription. I think Train Simulator did. You guys can correct me. I believe Train Simulator did implement some sort of Classic, by the way. Train Sim Classic incorporated some sort of subscription to get access to all the DLC. What station is this we're coming up on? Oh, is this man, what's the name? I know this station. This is a really busy station on the route. In fact, I remember this is one of my favorite stations. I just came. Oh, Newark Broad Street. Yeah, I love this station. It's so busy. There's always trains coming through here, like all the time. All the time. Alright, we're creeping through here nice and slow at 30 miles an hour. Thank you, R. Carrera. And it's beautiful. Look at the bridge right here as well. Alright, a little bit of brake. We're going downhill. Lots of traffic. Look at all the traffic. Love it. Got the snow kick up happening right there. I'm hoping that in the near future, Train Sim World will also add the rain kick-up effect. So that's the Newark drawbridge over the Passaic River. Again, I know that because of the TSW route annotations app that I have running. I would not know that. I would not know that. I do not know this area like that. That's sweet. Busy. So today, the Great Western Express remaster came out on Train Sim World. Not sure if you guys are aware. I almost streamed it today, since it's like the new DLC and it's like the new hot thing right now. And honestly, I really do love it. It's become one of my favorite routes lately. I've been driving it now for a couple weeks, I want to say. And I've really genuinely been enjoying it. But I didn't stream it today because I thought, you know what, I think that my core audience will probably prefer me to drive an American train on an American route. And I don't mind that. I like driving that as well. But yeah, definitely been enjoying that. And looking forward to the upcoming remasters. I love that they're doing all these, going back to all these older routes that came out years ago in Train Sim World, and they're actually making them better. Alright, we still have that yellow over flashing green. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm still waiting to like converge, but we haven't done that yet. But we got a 55, so we can do 55. Going downhill, we'll let it coast down a bit more. Oh, we can do 75. Nice. Yeah, next stop is going to be New York Penn. Let me know what you guys want to do next as we go through Hudson Yards. Should we run the route again on the other direction? Oh, check it out. You know what I might do? I might hop on New York Trenton. Hop in the Amtrak. That section of track over there, that goes to on the Trenton route. I might do that, honestly. I might. Oh, here we go. We're flipping it. Yeah, should be at 45 when we hit that switch, but it's all good. We hit another one right here. It's gonna be a really rough ride. Yeah, Sean Madison. I was just thinking that the other day. I had a comment. Somebody was saying that they wanted them to remaster the Boston Providence route, which I don't think is a bad idea. But I was like, honestly, if we're gonna remaster an American route, we could use a Sandpatch Grade remaster. That is the actual oldest American route. It actually might be the oldest route, period, in Train Sim World. So I'm like, yeah, we need to remaster the Sandpatch Grade. Actually, I played it like a couple months ago, I want to say. And even though it's really old and out of date, like, it's actually not that bad. Oh, please tell me it's not a red signal. Please tell me it's not a red signal. Okay, it's not. It was confusing. It was red and had white lights. Remember, guys, if I blow through a red signal, the stream is over. Permadeath. That's it. Like, we're fired. That's a night. Stream ends. So, and I don't want it to end. I mean, we're not going until I fail, but I don't want to end early. I'm enjoying driving and hanging out with you guys tonight. But all right, we do 90s. Let's go speed up. We're 6 miles from New York, Penn. And before we get into the tunnel, let's get us a drive-by. Yeah, remaster of a Sandpatch would be dope. I don't know that I want to remaster of Sherman Hill, to be honest. Sherman Hill, it just wasn't that fun, to be honest. It really wasn't that fun. All right, going over the Portal Bridge in the Hackensaw River. As the speed limit is trying to get us down to 30. That's why it keeps beeping at us. Even though the track speed is 60, it wants us to go 30 for access. So we'll do that. We'll slow it down. Yeah, Sandpatch Grade would be cool. What I do want to see is one of the American, like, scenic routes, like Sandpatch Grade or even Cajon Pass, or Sherman Hill could be a good one too, where they use the newer LiDAR technique that they're using, where they get, like, if you look at San Bernardino line, or there's a bunch of routes that they've done in the last year or two that are using a new type of technique. Is that a train in front of me? Oh my god, it is. There's a freaking train in front of me. That's interesting. Good thing we caught that, because that will be death. Wow. Okay. I mean, this is why Axis said 0, isn't it? We gotta wait for him to get out of the way. That's interesting. Oh, Cane Creek's actually fire still. I love Cane Creek. I love Cane Creek. I think it's one of the nicest looking routes. I wish they could have did more of the route, like Scenic, like they did that little section where it looks like really good for that small section, and the rest of it looks like crap. But yeah, like Cajon Pass, for example. If you run Cajon Pass today, like, I can't. I genuinely can't drive Cajon Pass because the mountains just bother me. The way that they modeled the mountains with the old tech which just looks like mountains of pudding. Does not look good. But if you look at the San Bernardino line and the Antelope Valley line, those look amazing. So if they could just upgrade the Cajon Pass like scenery to look like how they did the San Bernardino line and the Antelope Valley line, where they had the nice like basically aerial imagery on everything and LiDAR data and all that, like that would look nice on Cajon Pass. And I think that on Sandpatch Grade, that would look really good too. Yeah, so I think Sandpatch Grade with the new modern update or remaster would look pretty fire. Like I think that could be the best of all the remasters. Maybe not with what's that one? The first remaster they did. That was that could have been real bad for Mirror. Waiting for my access to change. When that changes, it should allow me to go. Because if I was using safety systems, it wouldn't let me go if that's at 0. So I'm gonna wait for that to clear up and then we'll go. I think I busted through something behind us. So hopefully it doesn't script the whole scenario. Is this train in front of another player? No. Wait, is a train in front of another player? No, it's not a player. There's no multiplayer in Train Sim World. I'm not even gonna go into that today. But no, there's no multiplayer. But yeah, I think that if Sandpatch Grade were to get a remaster with the new techniques of how they do scenery and stuff like that, it could potentially be the best, like the most beautiful scenic route of all Train Sim World. I think it could. I really think it could, because it's literally you driving through the Pennsylvania mountains. The whole route is just driving through the mountains, which in real life, if you go look up videos, I might go look at it right now. Let me go look it up. I want to see what it looks like in real life. I'm gonna search Sandpatch Grade. Hopefully I don't get Train Sim World. Okay, yeah, I do get Train Sim World. I have a live camera at Sandpatch Grade. Here we go. Here's one. An hour. I love watching these videos where it's like an hour of just trains rolling by. I'm not sure if you guys do that too. Yeah, like this is gorgeous. Oh my god. Oh my bruh. Okay. Look, I can't show this on camera. I mean, technically I could, but I'm not going to. Go look it up, guys. Just search Sandpatch Grade on YouTube. Pull it up on the side and just look how freaking gorgeous that is. Just driving through the mountains. And it looks nothing like the Sim. The Sim does not look anywhere near that good. But imagine if they were to do a modern version, a Train Sim World 6 standard Sandpatch Grade, or a route like it, right? It would be so nice. It'd be so nice. That one, what's that? See the Norfolk Southern route that they did as well by River Games with somebody. Like a lot of those really beautiful mountain routes. The Horseshoe Curve, if they updated that one, that would be beautiful as well. Yeah. So it's unfortunately all of the most recent, like, I mean, we haven't gotten a freight route in forever, actually. Now I think about it, and I know why, because they just haven't found a way to make freight good. And I agree. Don't make freight until you can make freight good. That's my opinion. I don't know if they're ever gonna give me the go ahead. I'm just gonna go, guys. I don't know if they're ever gonna give me the go ahead here, so I'm just gonna pull my brakes off and go. I'm just gonna go. Is there traffic behind me? Yes, there's traffic behind me. I think. Let me see. Oh no, that's. I'm just a very long train. Oh, yeah, there is traffic behind me. There's a guy waiting behind me. Okay, let's go. Let's go out of here. I need to release the brakes. Come on, let's go. Why are we not going? What did I do? I broke it. First. Did I break it? Okay, we're not using it. Okay, there we go. Brakes releasing now. Here we go. There we go. I think the brakes were still not released yet. We should start rolling here in a second. What's up, Wade, the Montana Rail fan? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Owl's in the chat. Welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. 2 honks for Owls in chat. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. What's up, Abe? 0928. What are your thoughts about multiplayer being added in Train Sim World, but invite only? Private multiplayer sessions so random people can't screw up your fun. At this point, bro, I will be thankful for any form of multiplayer. At this point. I will be happy with any form of multiplayer. But yeah, I mean, I have ideas of how I would like to see multiplayer work. That's one of them. I think what you're talking about is like the railroader approach, where every multiplayer session is local. So like if I want to do multiplayer, I will start a multiplayer session and then I will let, you know, certain people join. And that's it. I would honestly personally like something more along the SimRail way. That's what I would prefer, where it's like just like a big server of people driving trains. I think that's more appealing to me. I mean, honestly, I like both options. I would like there to be an option to have a private server for just you and your friends. I think that would be sweet. But then I would also like to be able to just hop on a server and know that, hey, all these trains out here are real people. You know, and I can honk at them and all that. You know what I mean? Like, I need to stream SimRail one day, and you'll see how, just, I don't know, it's a feeling you get when you see that somebody else is a real train. It's not just AI. Same thing happens in Flight Sim. You're tired? I'm good. I took a nap. I'm awake. Took a nap with the baby earlier, so I'm good till about 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe 5, or maybe 7. We'll see how it goes. I got a lot I want to do tonight. Would I ever become an airline pilot? Maybe. I definitely want to be a pilot. An airline pilot. I don't know. All right, so we know there's traffic ahead of us, and the signals are not stopping us for whatever reason. So let's make sure we don't crash into the train. Remember, guys. Remember, if we run a red signal, if we derail, if we crash, any of those things happen, stream's over. Permanent death. Permanent death. So, trying to be careful here, not to end the stream early. The line ahead should be clear, but I would say it's a bug. It might be a bug. But we got a green here. We got a clear signal, right? So like that means nothing's ahead of us. Access is 0 though, which means that we're not supposed to move. So yeah, something's definitely bugged on this service. I don't know what the problem is. So we're gonna try to see if we can make it all the way to New York City Penn Station. We're gonna send it. We're gonna see what happens. Send it, see what happens. High Iron Simulations is making a new freight routes. Yes, they are. I can't remember the name or the location, but yeah, I believe they are. I'm still worried about freight and train somewhere else, though, I'll be honest, guys. They have not. I'm sure they have to be working on it, but they have not really mentioned in a very long time any upgrades or improvements to how freight works in Train Sim World. And that's really, I think, the major complaint, at least for me, but for a lot of people that I talk to, like many of us who have left Train Sim World freight operations for Run 8 and other sims, is because they don't like the way freight feels. It doesn't feel like you're driving a freight train. It feels like you're driving a model train. And not just that, but also just the operations surrounding freight. It's different. With passenger trains, I don't mind driving from one station to the next and turning around and doing that again. Like, that's kind of what passenger trains do. But with freight trains, there's a lot more operationally happening that you can simulate that Train Sim World often just does not simulate. This is why I say that Derail Valley and Railroader don't compare to Train Sim World, because I feel like what Railroader is doing and what Railroader and Derail Valley are doing for freight is the right way to do freight, the fun way to do freight. What I would love to see in Train Sim World, which I don't think we're ever going to see, because it's just not the way that Train Sim World was ever built. It's never been a part of their template. But I would love to see, if I run freight, there could be maybe customers that I actually serve on the line. You know, that would be cool. I'm being very careful. I'm looking very close because, again, I don't know if a train is in front of me or not, so I'm trying to be really careful. What up, Giovanni? Welcome to the stream, man. Good, because we need you on the forest. Yeah, if the stream ends, I'm hopping on Sons of the Forest for sure. That was a plan, actually. I was gonna hop on there with you guys when this is over. That is the plan. Can the wheels slip in icy conditions? Yep, they can. You can definitely get wheel slip. Alright, we need to bring the brakes off. We're going uphill. And they want us on track 9 in New York City, Penn Station. Showing 0 in the access system. Then it's possibly either broken or it's a bug. There's no way that clear signals will be reading of 0 in the system of access. That's what I was thinking, right? It's gotta be a bug. It's gotta be. This has never happened. I've never seen this bug before. Usually it will be giving me speeds, right? Alright, so now the station has finally popped in. It shouldn't be showing 0 because you have already passed a green signal, and in real life it wouldn't behave like this. Yeah, it's wrong. It's definitely a bug. Sean Madison said it's a Southern Pacific route. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm all aboard for any freight route that comes in the future by anybody, especially American freight. But we'll see. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. That's all I'm gonna say. Because right now, all of the American freight routes that we do have on Train Sim World are really just eye candy, and that's it. Like, I play them just to get some cool screenshots, and that's about it. Like, I don't really, like, I might do the full run one time, but after that I have 0 inspiration to do it again. But in Railroader, or in Run 8, or in Derail Valley, I may run the same route 5, 10, 20 times, because I have a purpose to do it outside of just getting there. It's like, hey, I have some oil tankers that I, have been waiting on for a customer, and I have built a train of oil tankers that need to go to a customer at X location, right? And that, to me, is giving me purpose to do that, rather than just saying, hey, here's a bunch of random oil tankers that you have no connection, no emotional connection to. Take them over here. I'm like, okay, sure. Whatever, boss. Like, that's basically what Train Sim World does. And it's not their fault. That's the way passenger stuff works. And they just didn't really have anything else in mind. So, if they could do that, it'd be cool. Again, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I don't think they're going to change that. I think they're going to probably stick with the same template, give you some pretty eye candy freight routes with not a lot of substance, and some people will like it. The more casual, I don't want to call them casual, but you know what I'm saying. Like, the people who don't really care much about anything else except for graphics will like it. And but it's not going to attract people from Run 8. It's not going to attract people from Railroader. It's not going to attract people from Derail Valley. It's a completely different experience that Train Sim World is missing out on. And I honestly think they're probably, if they ever want to do that, they're probably thinking of a whole new game, most likely. Which don't know if I like that idea either. I don't know. If you want to drive freight trains in the game, then are you aware of the challenges involved in driving them, just like in real life? I am aware. And many of those challenges do not exist in this game. Oops, wrong button. I thought I was putting. Oh my goodness! What signal? We're gonna. Can I watch the stream back? What signal? There was no signal. I wasn't even at the end of the platform. Hold on, let me go look at this. What signal? Did I run a signal chat? We need an American light rail simulator. That's interesting. So basically like a tram simulator for America, which we have a few of light rails. Not a lot. Not a lot. You wish somebody would make a New Zealand route like the trains Alpine from Christchurch. Oh, that would be sick, man. I would personally. I would love that. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Let me see. I want to see if I ran a signal. Oh wait, I think I did. Oh, it was on the. It was above me on the right, and it was just a black one. It had no lights on it. All right. All right. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. All right, we'll do one more. One more. It won't be long. Won't be long. Let's go to main menu. I'm gonna hop in the ACS 64 Amtrak, and we'll take it out of Newark Penn, and run it to New Jersey. But yeah, I would love the New Zealand route. The Grumpy Gamer, welcome back, man. Good to see you, bro. I'm not ending it. That I feel like that didn't count. That didn't count. That didn't count. All right, choose route. We'll go to what was it? What did I say? Oh, not Boston Sprinter. I want the New York Trenton. Isn't that at the top somewhere? New York Trenton. There it is. Timetable. New York Trenton. Chat. You guys decide. Should I drive the Acela, which is now classic Acela, or the ACS 64? Decide now. You got a few seconds. You got a few seconds. I'll read through the chat while you guys decide. I still say we need American. Yeah, yep. I was back down. Just like you like airplanes, I do love them. Yes, so do I. Grandpa Rex, welcome to the stream. Howdy, running a train into Waycross right now and saw you live. Nice, man. Sweet. How long you been on? If you're driving a train into Waycross, then I assume you've been on a minute. Hova for Christ says Acela. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Right. What time was it? It was like 7. It was early. It was like 7 something, wasn't it? Yeah, let's do this one. So New York Penn to Washington, 7:58. We'll do again custom weather because we're doing live weather, and I'll get started. You just missed it, Crumpus. We hopped in the Acela. About an hour. It was at Dinsmore, so not very long run. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, my original plan was to do a bunch of train sim videos this week, and it didn't work out that way. Okay, so let me first make sure my controls are working because I have different profiles for every train. All right, so is that my brake? What is this? Is that a brake? Yeah, I think this is my brakes. Yeah, so I need that. And this is my throttle, and this is my cruise control. Okay, so I think I need to, hold on, I have a profile. It kind of matches the ICE. Let me see if I can use ICE profile. It's gonna be throttle. Throttle. We got full range, start callback. Let's see if this works. Okay, so that's my brake now. It's inverted, so I gotta fix that. This one does nothing. This one does my cruise control. Alright, so I need this to do the throttle then. So let's go ahead and adjust it and make a copy of this. Sorry guys. For this controller, I have a program called the TSW Rail Driver interface thing, and it allows me to create profiles for every train that I drive. Well, since I wasn't planning on driving this train today, I didn't make a profile ahead of time, so I'll make one now real quick. So let's call it Amtrak Acela. Hit OK. All right, and I think I said I needed this one to work. This is right now. It says it's my throttle. So let me reset that real quick. Throttle. Do. Let's see if that works. Yes. Okay, let's test it. Let's see if it works. So this is my brake. That does nothing still. So that one works perfect. Whatever this is, working perfectly. Maybe it's because my reverser handle's off. Let's try that. Forward. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, dang it. Okay, it's still not detecting that one. You know what? I wonder if it even works. Some trains don't work with like the rail driver and stuff. This is not a rail driver, by the way. This is a TSCX controller, but some of them just don't work. So let me try setting this one. Yes. And yes. And okay. Oh, let me and oh dang it. Did I do it? I didn't do it. There we go. Throttle. Yes. And yes. And okay. And yes. Let's try it now. I think I fixed it, guys. Yes, sir. And it's actually already how I like it. Nice. So all I gotta do is invert my brake, and we're ready to go, guys. I'll hit restart on it too. Which I think that's just the... Which brake is that? Local brake? Your go-to sim right now is Renee? Nice. Yeah, yeah, I do love Renee a lot. There we go. It's still inverted. Why is it still inverted? Did I select the wrong one? I think it should be this one. Let me try this. Reverse direction. Hit OK. Yes. Call back. There we go. All right, we're money, guys. We're money, guys. Let's get it. All right. So let's hit restart. Yes, and let's go. Here's a question for you: if you had the opportunity or chance to drive the Acela Express on a high-speed route, would you be brave enough to drive at 125 miles an hour or 150? Ooh. Yeah, I would. I would be brave enough to drive it. It's easy, bro. Come on. It's easy. It's like, let me show you how easy this train is to drive. Check it out, David. Check it out. Let me learn you something. All right, so we got a lot of those. All right, I'm gonna got the map. I'll make myself look stupid right now. I'll hit the reverser handle on neutral, right? We throw that baby. Hold on, let me give you guys control cams real quick. Show you what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it's on. Yeah, there we go. All right, bet. So we put the reverser in forward, boom, just like that, and then we can open the doors. So open the left side doors, let passengers on. We get the GoPro set up. You feel me? There we go. Got a Acela next to us. I hope they add. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I mean, they seem to have a pretty good partnership with Amtrak, so I'm hoping we get the new Acela, the new Amtrak train. Is it called Acela still? I forgot. All right, so we're gonna set our cruise control to 15 miles an hour. Oh, this is inverted now. Of course it is. Of course it is. And this is not full range. Okay, I gotta fix that. Do. Why is this inverted still? Okay, I broke that. I broke it again, guys. Yeah, so this one needs to be inverted. And maybe this one too. Alright, call back. Let's see. That's release. That's full service. This one's not going all the way back to 0. I gotta fix that. And that's working. Okay, so 50 miles an hour, as I was saying. Right there. And this one, again, we need to fix that range on that throttle. The throttle is only using half the axis. I gotta fix that. Maybe if I do this, I might fix it. Okay. Yes. No, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Wow, wow, wow. What kind of song is this? Sorry, guys. Alright, that should be fine. The other way I think I may have to fix it is over here. Throttle and brake. We'll try that, see if it works. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, cool. Alright, we're probably late now, so I'm gonna restart again. Alright, now let me learn you. Alright, you guys ready to learn how to drive an Acela? This is the Acela driving tutorial. I know, David. I'm messing with you, bro. What the heck? Okay, here we go. Alright, so how we do it? So we go over here on the left. We get our reverse handle. We put that in. Put it in neutral. Put it in the forward. We can leave it neutral if we want. With the doors open, which we actually don't do up here in real life. I think they do it in the back. We'll get some. It is cold. It's -6 degrees in New York right now, so we're gonna get some heat on, which doesn't work apparently in this train. You have a cab heater, 2 heats, air conditioning, auto, cab temperature 70, a wiper, nope, that's all good. Looks good. On the right side, got our front headlights set to full, our ditch lights are automatic, our bell is good, sounds good, brake cutout, valve is on the passenger, and other than that, we're good. We got a snow brake if we need it. That's a thing. And yeah, so we'll set our cruise control to 15 miles per hour, as I said before. We're waiting a few seconds, actually a couple minutes before we get in the park. 15 miles an hour, our brake is, and just like what it says, like 40%, that's fine. We're good to go. I think the main thing I'll be concerned about in real life, if I have to drive this train, will be the safety systems, which I assume there will be somebody else there with me to help train me and help me not die and crash, you know what I'm saying? Why is it so bright? Why is it glowing? That's messed up. I'm just finding some weird bugs in these last couple runs today. Not sure what's going on with that. Good morning, AIM Photographer. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the hearts on TikTok. By the way, we are back live again on TikTok. I've not been live on TikTok in a while. And I thought today, why not? Why not? So we're live on TikTok and on YouTube. So thank you everybody who's watching on either platform. We are now on the Newark Trenton route. We're still back in New York Penn Station, where we stopped, where we finished our last run. We're now going to run back the other direction towards New Jersey. Should be pretty simple. This train does not stop too often. We're only stopping at Newark Penn and Metro Park. That's basically it, and in Trenton. Alright, brakes didn't come off. Release. Bell on. And we'll put power on. We can actually put the throttle max. Now, because technically it might be a bit slippery, but we are under the covering of Newark Penn Station. We're technically underground right now. If you guys don't know your geography, we're technically underneath Manhattan right now. So that's where we are. So it wouldn't be as icy down here as it will be on the top side, but when we get out there, we may want to not have to like throw the throttle in max every time. But this train is just so easy to drive, man. Like, you put the cruise control on a certain setting, what you want to be at, your throttle's at max, and then you just basically adjust your cruise control based on what speed you want to be at throughout the route. There's another NJT rolling in now, coming through the tunnel. Did I play the new Santa Fe game pack yet? Whoa, actually, I don't think I have. You know what? Actually, no. So I think I opened it. I think I was really busy when it came out, but I think I opened it, looked at it a little bit. I think I ran like 15 minutes of a service, but I never finished it. So it is something I probably need to go back and give a fair chance. I just really wasn't that. My issue with the Santa Fe pack is not that, you know, deliveries or the classicness of it. It's just that I personally wish that they had gave us an update to the Cajon Pass route itself, to kind of go along with that update, and we didn't get that. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right, we'll get the bell off. This train is pretty quiet in the cab. I'm just gonna let you guys know. So you're not gonna hear a whole lot of anything happening up here. You may hear, you know, the throttle moving and the button switches and whatnot, a little bit of horn action, but that's about it. All right, let's go again. So our throttle's maxed out, so I'm just gonna push my cruise control to 6 miles per hour, which is our new speed limit, which is pretty easy to do here on the E-ATX. Very fine tune it. That works. 58. I couldn't get to 60. And it's gonna do it. That's it. So we're 8 miles from Newark, Penn, and yeah, we're chilling, guys. We're chilling. Happy Friday to you. I know this is a long shot, but I would love for Dovetail to make the Disney World monorail route. That is a long shot. Hey, but you know what? If you don't ask, you won't receive, right? You told your wife about the walking path on the south end of the Salt Lake Airport to go plane spotting, and she was like, "Can we go?" Wait, she said, "Can we go?" Wow, you gotta keep her, bro. You're like, yes, we can. That's amazing, Grumpy Gamer. I'm sorry I saw that so late. I just saw that right now. Gaming with Shay says we have so many light rail systems here. We would be fun to have one in a game. I also think that we should get the Amtrak Cascades in the sim. Yeah, I agree with that. Where is here? Where do you have a bunch of monorails? Like, what city is that? Yep, 100% all computer ran these days. I used to play Flight Simulator on Friday night. I do whatever I want on Friday night. But no, you're right. I mean, at the beginning of my channel, I used to have a thing called Friday Night Flight, and I've been thinking about bringing that back. Was it called Friday Night Flight? Is that what we called it? F&F? Friday Night Flight, I think. Back in Infinite Flight days, back when I did the mobile Flight Simulator, we would stream. I mean, I always stream, not just on Fridays. I've streamed throughout the week, but you know, Fridays was a special day because people were off work. We had a lot of ATC control and things like that, so we had our weekly kind of like bigger Friday flight. Now, on Flight Simulator, VATSIM has a thing called F&O, which is Friday Night Ops, which has been happening for a long time, and it gets really busy. Usually I have not been able to join that as we finally break out of this tunnel. In the past, I've not been able to really join that because my schedule never allowed me to really be available in the evening time. Like, I was always busy in the evening. It wasn't until recently that I've been able to do streaming in the evening. Now it's later evening, right? It's like kind of late night now, but technically that's something that I could do. I could technically start doing the F&O every week if I wanted. Now the challenge with the F&O too, though, is that it's so busy that, I mean, you have so many delays. Like, you're sitting there waiting on the ramp for an hour sometime because it's just so crazy busy. So I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I'm torn. I like the traffic, but I don't want to sit and on the ground in traffic waiting to take off for an hour. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I don't know that that's what I want. But yeah, any more Run 8 live streams coming soon? I hope so. I do. I want to do one soon. Again, I mentioned earlier my goal this week was to do all train sim, and Run 8 was going to be part of that. Unfortunately, various reasons, including technical issues, did not allow me to stream this week until today. So I decided to go ahead and do this stream today in train sim because I want to do that earlier this week. But I was hoping to fit in Run 8 as well. I want to do Train Sim World and Run 8 this week. So we'll see. I was planning on doing Flight Sim next week. But maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do both. We shall see. What's up, Doc? Welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, it is a long tunnel. Again, think about it. That's New York Penn Station is right like in the middle of like Manhattan, like, you know, New York, Manhattan, and that station is underneath it, right? And then the tunnel takes you underneath the Hudson River, or technically through the Hudson River. You gotta slow down. And then you pop out of the tunnel after the river. So that's why the tunnel is so long. All right, we gotta slow down. Wait, no, we don't. Now we gotta go faster again. Let's reset the throttle. Back up to 90. There we go. I remember doing an ARTCC staff up weekend. I was working Salt Lake City delivery, and I had 10 planes waiting at one point. Man, Sunday should be a busy day for the Southeast Depot server. What's happening? What's happening Sunday? Why is it gonna be busy? Sunday, man. I don't know if I'll be able to join you guys on Sunday. All right, we're gonna bust through another speed limit here in a second. Dropping down to 60, and we're doing 85. It doesn't like that. Fighter Friday, Proctus and I are whipping the mission. Nice, that's what I like to see. I was really hoping you guys would still fly without me. I was like, I don't want whether people fly on the Mad Dog server depending on if I stream or fly, because sometimes I gotta do other stuff. And so I don't think I'll be able to join you guys after I already kind of have other plans tonight, but I'm really happy you guys are still flying. And I'm looking forward to trying you guys' latest version of the mission, actually. I think the Hudson River was where an A320... Yes, that's exactly. That's where the Sully crash happened, on the Hudson River, when that aircraft landed in the water and all those people had to get out the plane. Yep. That's where that happened. The last 2 days or 3 Sundays, we've had dispatchers and crews everywhere. Oh man, I love it when the Depot Plus server gets busy like that. I'm trying to remember, I was on probably a few weeks ago now, where it was either a Saturday or Sunday night. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it was busy. And you can't help it when you see a lot of dispatchers online on Run 8. Or a lot of traffic online, you just can't help but want to hop in and enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. I love, even if I just hop on just to listen to everybody talking, because it's like a different language, listening to everybody talk to dispatch, you know? It's like listening to air traffic control when you don't understand. And I do truly want to learn how to talk to dispatch realistically in a train sim, so I'm learning a lot from you guys. Just a regular gamer. I am on the what is this line called? I think it's the NEC. I think it's the Northeastern Corridor, I believe. that we're on. We're actually passing through. Actually, we're stopping here. Yep, we're stopping here. We're stopping here, chat. Get on them brakes. Come on, stop. Stop. There we got it. Last Sunday you had 16 crews and dispatch was great. Wow. Alright, welcome to Newark Penn Station. I don't think this is the airport station. I think there's another station that serves the Newark airport. That's the ACS 64 on our right. And we are in the Acela. I believe they are phasing out. Chat, you guys could correct me, but I believe they're phasing this train out now. This current version of the Acela with a newer one. I'm trying to remember. One time I got on and it was like a record. We had I don't remember why, if we were celebrating something or what, but we had it was a record-breaking night on Run 8 on the Depot server. And I was like, wow, I can't believe this many people are online right now. Like, this is like a dream come true for anybody who wants to do train sim multiplayer, to have this many people driving trains with dispatch. Like, that's what that's why I've been begging for multiplayer in this game for so many years. And they've confirmed multiple times that it's not coming to this game. But they were very specific to say it's not coming to Train Sim World, but that doesn't mean that it's not coming to another game that they're making. I don't know this is what I think they're planning on I think they're using the train rival game, Metro rival game that we'll see. I don't know how I feel about that game that they're making. It's confusing of what it even is. I try head-to-head multiplayer train sim just seems weird to me. Anyways, but it seems like it could be a test bed for future potential multiplayer projects they do that are more legit. But I think they're probably planning on a dedicated Train Sim World multiplayer. And I think that's what they're going to call it too. They're going to call it Train Sim World multiplayer. And they're probably going to give us like 1 or 2 routes that we've already had that's been remade from the ground up with multiplayer in mind. That's what I think they're going to do. That's the dovetail way. Don't go make anything actually new. Take something you've already made and implement multiplayer. And then make us rebuy all the routes we always wanted, we all already had, again, on the multiplayer version of the game. I don't know. That's my thought. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't think we're ever gonna see multiplayer in this branch of the game. Like in this, what we're playing now, this version, this type of game. I don't think we're ever gonna see multiplayer in this. But I think it's a higher possibility they may give us a completely new title with multiplayer in it. The 10-year anniversary, there were 40 crews on SoCal. That might have been, was I there that night? I don't know. That might have been it. One of the biggest weaknesses in trains is their brakes because they are heavy and have high momentum. So I'd say brakes are their weakness, with power being their strength. Yeah, I could agree with that. I could agree with that. That will be the thing I will be most scared of. If you asked me earlier if I could drive an Acela in real life at 150 miles an hour, I think I would be okay with that because the train is meant to do that. What I will be mainly worried about is if they wanted me to stop the train. that would scare me. All right, brakes are coming off. We can do 35 on the way out of here. Let's add some power and get on out. We're about 50%. We are on slippery track here. Next stop, Metro Park in 14 miles. Gotta be there in about 12 minutes. Come on, let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, there we go. It didn't apply power. Probably didn't have the brakes off. What's up, True Blue? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day so far, man. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Alright, we can do 35. We'll put our cruise control at 35. And I'll admit, I'm driving pretty sloppy tonight. I'm driving pretty sloppy tonight. Alright, we haven't done a drive-by all drive so far, so let's make sure that light is not... Is that light red? Hold on. Oh, that's for him. Let's do a drive-by. Again, I'm trying not to run any lights. I know we technically failed that mission, but I'm still holding to it. If we run a red light, the stream's over. I would do 70. There we go. I'm glad to see hold on. Have I done Penn to DC yet? No. Unfortunately, we don't have that section of the track in this game. I think I have it in Train Simulator Classic though. Keystone. You have Train Simulator Classic and literally just got a bunch of Switch Point Studio stuff too. Nice, man. The Acela Liberty. They claim to be faster when the old one was actually faster. Yeah. Yeah. I did watch a lot of the content when they did the whole, like, first official drive, the whole media trip. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool that they got a bunch of, like, YouTubers and influencers to come ride a train for, like, their whole media thing. I love that, you know, these big companies are actually taking serious the influence of YouTubers and TikTokers and Instagrammers and everything. We're gonna get a bump up to 110 here. We're going pretty slow up to this point, so we're hopefully get to stretch our legs in the Acela soon. Alright, there's 110. There we go. Doesn't feel like it, but we're going faster. More drive-by. Oh, this is the airport station right here. This is the airport. I don't stop there often. I think that the NJT stops there. I don't think the Acela stops there. I can't think of very many times that I've stopped there on this route. Anyways, we're on our way. This is probably one of the longer stretches that we're gonna get. We have... Actually, that's not true. The one after this will be our longest. Because we're stopping at Metro Park. Yeah. And then after that, we had like a 20-minute drive to Trenton, I think. So this is going to be a 10-minute one. 10-minute hop. Have I heard of Open Rail? I have, but why am I forgetting what that game is like? I've definitely heard of Open Rail. But I'm forgetting what... Oh, we gotta slow down again? Alright, down to 85. This is the downside of riding the Acela in real life. Is that even though this train can do like 150 miles an hour, like you have to slow down so much that it's really technically not any faster than the regional train. The only difference is it doesn't stop as much, but it goes the same speed. Yeah, I've heard of Open Rail. I gotta look it up. I don't remember anything about that game. The game? Are you talking about the game or the wait, are you talking about the website Open Rail? There's a website called OpenRail. So I do use OpenRail, the website where it has all the tracks and stuff. I think that's what you're talking about, because I don't even see a game called OpenRail. But you said, have you played or heard of OpenRail? So I think you're talking about a game. Bro, slow down. Alright, now we do 125. So we're about to race this guy up ahead of us. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Man, it got busy all of a sudden. It got busy all of a sudden. So, yeah, so OpenRail. Okay, no, I have not played OpenRail. I just looked it up. And, it's so, what is this? Yeah, it's a free train simulator. Yeah, what is it? Like, is this good? Because apparently I don't know what I thought I knew about it, but I don't. Has multiplayer, okay. The graphics look horrible. Looks worse than Run 8. And that's saying a lot. I mean, I know it's free, but still, it looks pretty bad. I mean, you're recommending it, so what do you want to tell me about OpenRail? Sell me. What makes OpenRail special? What makes it special? For Run 8s, is there a place that I can go to that would help me better understand the game step by step besides the depot? No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, there's not, unfortunately. There might be some YouTube channels. There was one that was recommended last time we streamed it. I already forgot the guy's name. I apologize. But apparently he does really good stuff. Yeah, I think that's the best answer. Anybody got anything better for wholesome CT? Have I seen the Avelia Liberty reskin for the Acela? It would be cool to have the real thing in the game. Oh, there's an Avelia reskin? I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. How to use it. Alright, are we stopping? Oh crap, we are stopping. Alright, we probably should slow down. We should slow down. Alright, we're stopping in 1 mile. And it's snowy and slippery. And it's complaining that we're over speeding already. Hi, yeah, hi to you too, man. Yeah, Run 8 has very little video exposure. I feel bad because I actually wanted to do some content myself for people like you because I struggled through I struggled through learning Run 8 myself. We're adding manual brakes now. I struggled through learning Run 8 myself, and I would love to make a video to help other people not struggle. So it's just not been a priority, and I need to really sit down and make that a priority at some point. I don't know, and I don't know, maybe somebody's done it already. But I don't know if anybody has. I know it needs to be done. I've had multiple people who I have invited. I've invited to come play Run 8 with me, particularly on the depot. And unfortunately, they couldn't. They did not pass the check right because they were missing, you know, knowledge on this or that. And it was small things. Like they can drive trains perfectly fine. Like they won't really, you know, it wouldn't be. They are like a perfect candidate for the depot. Plus, it's just they're missing a couple key things that they need to know. And so I would love to do a video that starts you off from, like you said, step by step from the beginning, from when you first download the game and get you all the way up to passing the Depot Plus check ride status. That's what I want to do, and I need to go ahead and put that on my list of things to do. That's gonna take some while. That's gonna take a while for me to do. By the time I finish that, you're gonna know more than I do. But it needs it. Yeah, most of the videos are freaking 10 years old, out of date, hard to watch, too long, don't get to the point. So, and then, I mean, looking through the forum for an answer is not an option, man. Come on. It's 2026. Why are we using forums still? Grandpa Rex says, if I were starting from zero and want to learn, there are a few videos. Yeah. Yes, Warren Van Ross is the guy we're talking about on YouTube. You've been watching Run 8 tutorials, highly recommend. Yeah, check out him. Check out Warren Van Ross. Since we've been talking about him, he has been popping up on my YouTube recommended. And I've not really had time to check in on a lot. He does a lot of live streaming, I believe. So, but from what you guys are saying, it sounds like he also has some tutorials too. So I'm gonna have to go check those out and see if they're any good. All right, guys. Next stop is Trenton, New Jersey. That'll be our next and final stop for today. Let's pull the power back here. Put our cruise control on 90. Brakes will be releasing, and we're adding power. Start about 50% so we don't spin the wheels. And up to 90 miles. Actually, we might want to do 45. Let's do 45. Because that's our next speed limit. 45. I would love for you to play Run 8 with me, man. You don't even remember what you had to do in your check ride? That was funny. He also has files to help populate a map for new players. Yeah. That's a big one too. Because I think when you first get into Run 8, you're like, all right, what do I do? Like, it's like this big, massive, empty map when you hop on Run 8 for the first time. It's just this big, massive, empty map. It doesn't tell you to do anything. There's no holding hands. It just says, go have fun. And you're like, go have fun with what? Where are the trains? Right? That's kind of how it feels when you get into Run 8. So, but there are some amazing files made by the community that will populate each map with a busy railroad, with trains going to where they're supposed to go already, and things like that. And I've downloaded all the files already. So if I do single player, I'm using those files, but I pretty much never use single player. What's up, D Willie? Welcome to the stream, man. We're heading to Trenton, New Jersey right now. We're 32 miles from there. So that's where we're going now. We left from New York Penn. John123 says you just finished landing. Nice. Where'd you land? I think we are technically in New Jersey right now. Yeah, already. All right, got some more power. We can go 105. There we go, 105. But yeah, I really do want to do that for that exact reason. It's such a pain to get into, man, and to Run 8. I love the game so much, but it is not user friendly in any way. It is not easy for new players. All the information you need exists, and it is online. It's just not always organized or in the same place to find it all, you know. And again, people will always say, hey, go to the Depot website or go to the Depot website forum. And I'm like, but I don't want to go to the forum. I want a guide, you know. So I might have to just spend a week doing that. I might have to do that. It's been on my mind for years. I feel bad that I haven't done it already. I've literally had this idea to do it for years since I've gotten into Renate, and I just haven't done it. I've always had other things going on, so it takes time to try to prepare something like that. You want to make sure that you're really truly helping new players get into it, and they're not missing anything. You're at TJRV with a DC3. Yes, definitely a complicated plane. For sure. Alright, we're doing 95. Man, the speed limit keeps changing on us. What's up, Crumbo? Welcome to the stream. Have you... yeah, I read that already. Oh, I just realized my chat was in the wrong place. There we go. If I had to compare graphics from Renate to Train Sim World, Train Sim World would win in terms of looks and graphics, but in terms of sounds, Renate's a winner. Yeah, I agree, David. I agree. I'm just trying to understand the industry symbols and train symbols and routing. Yeah, that one was tricky to learn. I have a good one for you. Wholesome CT. I don't know where to find it though. Let me see. I might drop the link in the chat here for you, bro. There's a graphic that I found, and you might already have it. There's a graphic that I found that helped me extremely with learning train symbols, and I did get it from the Depot website. Let me see if I can find it for you. It helped me a lot because what it was is it's a visual picture with a bunch of common train tags, mainly for SoCal. I don't know what route you drive on, but it was mainly for SoCal, and it tells you where the trains are going. Let me see, is this it? Actually, yeah, I mean, you could use this too. Here, I'm gonna drop this in the chat. This is not a graphic, it just kind of tells you what all the symbols are. But my tip for you would be, as far as learning symbols, try to learn the specific railroad that you want to drive. So if you want to drive CSX, then learn the CSX symbols specifically, and only those. Don't worry about SoCal, don't worry about Union Pacific, Norfolk Southern. Just learn that because they're so different. It'll be really hard for you to wrap your head around that, man. I still don't understand the CSX symbols. I still don't understand Norfolk Southern symbols. I only understand the Union Pacific and the BNSF right now. Those are the ones that I know. Yeah, you've probably already seen this graphic. Here you go. I just dropped it in the chat. You wanted to learn the Norfolk Southern AGS, but the depot isn't as detailed as so. That is true. That is true. Your account name is James Spirit, but for some reason it's using your real name in chat, which is pretty strange. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Infinity, thanks for coming out, man. I'm glad I can make your night shorter. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, man. Yeah, the dispatch screen is overwhelming as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this video. You're inspiring me right now to make this video for Renate, bro. I'm doing it for you if I do it. I'm doing it just for you, man. Matter of fact, are you on my Discord? Join, hop on, not right now, but like in general, just like join my Discord and send me a message, and maybe we can just talk, and you can just ask questions, and I can try my best to answer. And based on your questions, I'll be able to actually answer those questions in this video as well, for people like you, because that would be really helpful to learn. Like, what are new players? Because, you know, I haven't been a new player in Renate in a long time, so there may be some things that I forgot were confusing when I started. You know what I mean? So I love to hear from new players. Do I play on a highball server? I haven't been on a highball server in a long time. Ever since I joined the depot server, I haven't been back on the highball. But highball is great. I love highball. That's where I started. When I first got in Run 8, like I said, I only wanted to do multiplayer. I did not care for single player. I joined Run 8 to do multiplayer. So I found a multiplayer server, and highball was the first one I found. Alright, let's get our speed set. We're going a bit fast. I'm sorry we're going so fast. Alright, 145 might be the fastest we've gotten to go all day long. Finally. But yeah, the Norfolk Southern AGS is new on Depot, and it took them a while to get information. Honestly, if you look in the actual Run 8, if you look in the actual Run 8 manual, I know I hate saying look in the manual, but in the Run 8 manual, there's a PDF specifically for the Norfolk Southern AGS route. And in that PDF, it actually gives you all of the symbols you need to know for that route. And that's where I learned like what local does what train goes where it spawns, stuff like that, because it's in that PDF. So I recommend looking there too. A lot of very helpful things are in there. Idiot Lee Gaming says I learned on AGS. Nice. Grandpa Rex says finally pulling an away cross 2 hours later. That's what I meant when you said you're finally pulling away cross. I'm like, you're probably been running for a while, even for a short drive, because you drive so slow going in the way cross. I gotta slow down to 130. I don't think we're gonna make it, but we'll try. The user guide with the route is the best. Yeah, exactly. Is a game. That's what I was saying. Like, there's a user guide in the PDFs that you get with the route for Norfolk Southern AGS, and it's actually really good. It's better than all the other ones. It kind of like explains everything in it. Again, I hate that it's in the PDF form. I wish it could have been in some other form, but it is what it is. That's just how Run 8 does things. But yeah, it's pretty dope. It's because I remember looking at it, because when it first came out, like when Run 8 releases a brand new route, literally they give you no other information. There's nothing. There's no promotion. Like, it's just like, hey, boom, new route is out. Have fun. There's no anything else. They don't teach you how to do anything. But the PDF sometimes does tell you, hey, this is what this train does. This is what this train does. And yeah. John, no, we're not on Twitch. If you're still around, sorry, I just saw your chat. My bad. We're on YouTube. We're on YouTube Blue Games. Yeah, just there might be a link in my description for Discord. Go on there, join, and then send me a private message, and I'll see if I can help you when I get some time. Like I said, I've had a few friends now who have started playing Run 8 from my recommendation, and they've had a lot of questions, and I've been trying to help them learn, and it's tough. It's tough, but it's very satisfying when you get it. It's a lot of fun. Coog says, Cog, sorry. I just downloaded all the symbols from the Depot website because of your advice. There you go. There you go. Giller Meguntherex, what a name. Welcome to the stream though. Hey my friend, how are you? And did you feel a big difference in the gameplay of Training World? Training World. I think you mean Train Sim World. What do you mean by difference? What am I comparing it to? To Train Sim World 5 to 6? Train Sim World 5 to Run 8? What do you mean? What are we comparing? You've been on a X4 Foundations kick. What is that? I understand why the depot doesn't have a public server anymore, but it kind of sucks because it would be nice to train people on it. Yeah, I agree. And I don't know how to make a server. Not for Renee. Trackside Nate says you're playing Train Sim World 6. Nice, man. What route are you running right now? We are on the Newark Trenton routes. Heading to Trenton now, 11 miles out. We're expected to be there in about 5 minutes. Doing 150 on the NEC Northeastern Corridor. Infinity says it's a pleasure to finally be in here. I usually watch your videos on the nightly since there's nothing much to do here at work. I appreciate that, bro, so much. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. That means a lot. Because the only thing I see in my airplane that I fly is the pitot tube and a static tube. That's funny. Wait, hold on. Pretty sure that train speedometers use sensors and computers to sense speed because the only thing I see in my airplane is the pitot tube. Yeah, yes, I never thought about that. Like, how do they... I mean, they might have... Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what the primary source of speed tracking is on a train. Like, a car doesn't have a pitot tube, right? So, I mean, you don't need that to track your speed. It could be something much simpler. Alright, 135 miles per hour. My chat keeps jumping up for some reason. I'm sorry if I missed you guys' chats. Trackside says he's playing BNSF on the Cajon Pass, doing an intermodal run. Nice, man. Don't fall down the mountain. Do not fall down the mountain. Be careful. Shay JRDR2, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Sup? It's a pleasure to finally be in here. I usually watch your videos on nightly since there's nothing much to do here at work. Working 10 plus hours a night, man. Working hard, man. Hopefully you're making some good money doing it too, bro. Hopefully you're making some good money doing it. It's a big space sim? X4? X4 Foundations? Alright, now I gotta look this up. What the heck is that? I've been playing Star Citizen, like, a lot lately. That's what I've been on. X4 found it, and it popped up immediately, of course it did. What is this? Oh wait, is this that one game? I think this is that one game. It's just it's just multiplayer, isn't it? Actually, I don't know if I know about this game. This came out... Wow, this came out in 2018? Okay, yeah, I don't know again. I never heard of this game. I thought this was a new game. This is an old game. Yeah, I don't know what this is about. I'm looking at all these screenshots and I'm like, I have no idea what any of this stuff means. No idea. But hey, have fun. That says we're over speeding. No, we're not. Only 135. Alright, we're slowing down. Oh, wow. Man, we got here quick. 2 miles out. So we gotta slow down to 80. So let's do that. Hey, wow. Even Faramiro says that X4 is pretty fun. Not gonna lie. Wow. We're okay. We're slowing down. We're slowing down. Christian says you wish to have freight on this route. Is there freight on this route realistically in real life? You know what I want for the American audience in Train Sim World? And I'll say this, because we're almost to where we're going here. With Atma actual breaks in. I want a route like the Great Western Express that just got remastered. I want a route like that. I want a route like Dresden Riesa in Germany. Like, but American. I don't even know if we have that. to be honest. I don't know if that route even exists in America. And what I mean by that is I want a route. We both know Dovetail won't. Yeah. What I want is a diverse route, a route that has busy passenger and has, you know, fairly busy and common. We're gonna definitely blow through this signal. Oh my god, we're definitely blowing through this. We're not gonna make that. We're in emergency. Oh my god, we blew it. Oh wait, yeah, we're still gonna blow it. We blew it. That's it. That's a wrap. Stream's over. I mean, it was our last stop anyways, so it doesn't even matter. We're gonna be finished anyways. Oh man, that sucks. We're at 30 miles over at the red light. Oh, good. I'm gonna finish my point though. Yeah, I want an American route that is busy with passenger, or fairly busy with passenger, but also has freight. And that's what you get from the Great Western Express route, which I'm about to show you guys here in a second. Here it is, Great Western Express timetable. Pick a random train. Pick a random train, just so I can hit my point. It's just like, it's so, look how many services are here. Look at how many services are here. There's a ton of services. It's super busy. It's super diverse. There's freight running all day long. There's like 5 different passenger trains running all day long. Or different types of passenger trains running all day long. And it's just so diverse. It's fun to drive because there's so many different trains driving up and down the route, and it never feels like you're alone. And I wish we could have that with an American route. But the issue is, I don't know that we even have that in real life. I don't know that that exists in real life. That's what I wish for. But anyways, any last questions, guys, before I head out? Yes, I am on Star Citizen. Waiting on the Ironclad. I just bought the Hermes, and I love it. I've been flying that. I died recently, and I'm back in New Babbage. But yeah, definitely a big Star Citizen fan. This latest update was cool, but it was kind of buggy too, so I haven't been playing that much. But yeah. Italy Gamer says, a single-player space economy fleet builder. Your actions have consequences. Ooh, that does kind of sound fun. You may or may not have purchased a Kraken privateer at the last IEE. Oh my god, Grandpa. Grandpa. Oh my goodness. All right, well, listen. Hey, let's stay connected because I didn't pay for it, and when it comes out, I'm gonna fly on yours. I want to ride on your Kraken. That sounds horrible. Wow, I didn't say that. I want to ride on yours. I'm gonna meet you on Star Citizen, and we're gonna. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't come back for that. Next question. Build fleets and stations. I've never played Star Citizen. I kept waiting for the full release, but I don't know if or when it's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know if or when it's gonna happen either. I wish there were more Canadian routes. I agree. I agree. I could not agree more. I would love to see Canada, specifically British Columbia, in Train Sim World. Man, it would be gorgeous. I love trains in that part of the world. Some of my favorite. Kai, Allburger, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, you can take the train. All right, yeah. Hey, so hey, we made it. You know, we might have failed 2 services, but you know, we had fun doing it. You guys have an amazing rest of your night and weekend. Again, I'm glad to be back, and thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me. You guys always make driving these trains much more fun than riding by myself. But yeah, whatever game or train sim you spend the weekend playing, enjoy. Be safe out there. Tell your families you love them. Peace, love, and God bless every single one of you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. We out of here. See ya.